What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank everyone for watching, and if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe because I've got some awesome content coming pretty soon. Today's going to be a fun day. I'm deciding to pull out the RS5 and go get some races in. I've got a buddy that has it's a 2009, I want to say, S6, and that's the car that has the Lamborghini V10 in it. So, really fun car, sounds really good. I don't know how it'll compare to the RS5. I've been in the S6 one time, and it did relatively well. So I'm going to compare it to the RS5. I think the RS5 might have it, but it should be a relatively close race. And then eventually I want to race the Camaro against the RS5 and see how it does. I know the Camaro will beat it, but there's always that off chance. You never know. But today's going to be the S6 versus the RS5. So let's go ahead. We're going to meet up with my buddy, check out his car, and then get a couple runs and let's see how they do. And for anyone that's been following me too, I finally unwrapped the Camaro, got my Vossens back on. I don't know how I feel about the silver and silver, but it's not a terrible look. I don't mind it. I'll leave it for now. The car is also for sale if anyone's wondering. So if you're in the market for a Camaro that's got full bolt-ons and slightly modified for a cheap price, hit me up, follow me at Michigan Muscle on Instagram. DM me, let me know, and this car could be yours, guys. It's fun. This thing's a blast. And it's loud. Still have that tire monitoring system service popping up because when I took my other wheels off, I never trained the new TPMS sensors. So this is still giving me a hard time. Oh. This car is so much fun. I love how obnoxious this thing is. God, this thing's an animal. Let's go hear it from behind. Sounds healthy. Sounds good. I'm a fan. All right, let's get the RS5 out and go play around a little bit. All right, Audi's down. Let's go ahead and get that cold start. One thing I absolutely love about my RS5 is this car sounds so good at idle. It purrs. Listen to that. It just sounds phenomenal. It's not too loud like the Camaro. It's like crisp. It's got a nice tone. It sounds really good. A little German versus American action going on. Be a good race, but that'll be a time for another video. Go ahead and meet up with that S6. One thing that is extremely fun about this car is getting onto highway on-ramps. Check this out. This car rocks. It handles really, really well. I don't know if that's, well, it's probably because of the all-wheel drive, but this car just handles exceptionally well for what it is. I mean, I don't think I could take the Camaro that quickly onto an on-ramp, you know, and I really do think that this car has that torque vectoring in the all-wheel drive system. I really think that's why it can do that, you know. It handles so freaking well. That's why I love this car. I mean, I'll admit it handles way better than the Camaro. The Camaro, I think, is faster, you know, in a straight line, and it burns rubber and you can horse around, but this car is really, really fun to drive. It's very comfortable. I think I would pick this car for a road trip over the Camaro any day just because of drivability. The only weird thing that I don't like about it though is, like, I'm doing 75 right now and the car's pulling, you know, 2,700 RPM, which the Camaro would be under 2,000-ish. I want to say it would be a lot lower. So it's a little different, but that aside, this car is so much fun. I'm so glad I got it. But as I'm sure you guys have seen too, this car is also for sale. So if anybody's interested, hit me up on Instagram once again at Michigan Muscle, DM me, or send me an email at michigan.muscle.official@gmail.com. and we can get in contact. Again, if you're interested in buying either one of my cars, I'll be more than happy to send you guys more pictures of them, let you know, give you a detailed list on what's done to them, price breakdowns, whatever. Another one of my absolute favorite things about this car is the downshift. Check this out. automatic. Shifts really fast. That dual clutch is amazing. When you put it in sport, the car downshifts automatically for you to keep you in the optimal RPMs. And what I noticed too is that if you're coming in real hot into a turn or something like on the track, and you're braking exceptionally hard, the car will downshift even earlier. Because typically, if I'm just pulling up to a stoplight, I mean, the car will downshift to, 3,000-4,000 RPM by itself. If I'm on the track and it downshifts, it'll downshift to like 6,000 RPM all on its own, because it knows that you're coming in really hot and you're gonna have to get out of that turn really hot as well. So it's kind of a smart car. I mean, it detects braking pressure, and I don't know if it looks at G-forces at all, because I know some of the Porsches do, and like that won't shift the transmission if you're above a certain G-force, just to keep you stable in the turns. But this car is pretty smart too. It doesn't have a G-force monitor, but if it's monitoring your braking, that's still pretty impressive, for now 7-year-old technology. Yeah, check this out. So pull up to a stoplight, downshift. And I'm not touching it either. Look, hand off the wheel. All automatically. All right, guys, my buddy Ryan pulled up at M1, got his S6. Pretty fun car. It's got the V10 in it, right?
Yes, sir.
What year's yours?
2008.
That's sweet. When did they change it? Wasn't it like a twin turbo V8 in the new ones?
Yep.
Or no?
2012 is when they changed over.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
This is sick. It sounds really good. It's like a detuned Gallardo. Didn't you tune yours or something?
I did, APR.
That's sick. Yeah, it should be interesting. My car's stock. You get a tune. We'll see what happens. This is all like the
video games. With everything open back up. And I guess now there's a white one.
That's sick.
He's gonna sell the E63 that he has, and then he decides to keep it because now he
For something.
yeah, he was, but he sold the Huracan. Now he just has the Mercedes and the Raptor.
So I've never ever raced this car in my entire time of having it, believe it or not. Well, that's a lie actually. I have raced it. But I'm not familiar with what speed to do a roll race in, like anything. I'm not sure where it starts off at, what's a good gear. So we're gonna find out. Ryan's raced his car a lot and is pretty comfortable with it. As comfortable as like I would be if I was in my Camaro, for instance. So we're gonna try a dig first. And I have launch control and a dual clutch. He doesn't. He has a single clutch, no launch control, but he has more torque because of the V10. So we're gonna try that and see, see how it does, I guess. And just kind of have fun, Audi versus Audi, V10 versus V8, should be kind of fun. First step to launching this car, because it will absolutely not spin in a roll, is traction control off, sport mode. This thing rips, but Ryan didn't leave on the honk. I messed up. We're gonna do that again because I can't honk to save my life, and I'm not a good multitasker. So we're gonna try this again. Hopefully this light turns red, and we'll get a little dig action going on here. Alright guys, might I just say, I'm pretty impressed with that that S6. That thing was quicker than I thought, and granted, he did get the hit because I couldn't see when the light was going to turn green so that I could properly engage launch control and let off at the right time. But, I mean, that's a pretty fast car. I'd say, I think the RS5 is a little quicker because it did reel it in. But, as far as that car goes, that's pretty good. And that's an older car, with the detuned V10. So that's pretty impressive, I've got to say. Let's see how it does on a roll. I don't know if we're gonna get any more stoplights. I have a feeling we're not going to, and plus it's pretty difficult to time. So we're gonna jump on the highway and, you know, do some rolls up to 70 miles an hour and just see how, you know, see how it would go if you were to merge together at the same time. Who gets to the right speed legally first? That's how I like to look at it. The S6, it's a pretty quick car, as you guys can see in that last race. You know, I let off a little bit just to kind of keep the pull even. I wanted to see if maybe on the upper end, if that S6 would have a faster top end, just because it's a V10 compared to my V8. And I'd say it did. The RS5 is definitely quicker, but that S6 is no slouch. The thing definitely moves. It sounds really good. That's the one thing that I kind of wish this car had, is a throatier exhaust. The S6 just sounds monstrous. You know, it's got that German growl to it. As this one's a little bit more exotic sounding, maybe is the word I'm looking for. But you know, nonetheless, still fun, always a good time. The S6 is no slouch. Like, it moves pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, guys, and that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the race. If you want to see more of these quick little racing videos, you know, not a 15-minute long one, maybe just 2 minutes, let me know, comment below. And as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more awesome content. Thanks for watching.